Oh, hello. How you doing? How you doing? It's Wednesday, my dude. I think it goes something like that. Goes something like that. Do you reckon we'll get the whole B? Do you reckon we'll get the whole B in this 4.7 patch, guys? I've got it on buyback, and I'm trying to decide if I spend my store credit on it for buyback or not. I don't know. It's a tough one. And also, I don't know if I still want the hull B, you know? Like, cargo's in such a weird state where I'm like, I don't know if I want it anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know. How's your week been? Have you been having fun? Hope the weather's been nice. It's been quite cool here, which I like, and a little bit of rain, so that's always nicer than being stinking hot. Although the afternoons are getting warmer, I will say. The afternoons are getting warmer, so starting off cold in the morning and then getting warmer as the day progresses. Might also just be that I'm wearing like a puffer jacket and kind of walking around a whole bunch talking to people in stores. Maybe that's a factor. I don't know. I'm currently in the PTU 4.7. I'm currently in Nyx. I started off in Nyx as my starting location. And I'm flying the 60 goth mummies to one bounty location. And then I'm going to fly, assuming... Wait, actually, how far is the other one? Because one was 30 gigamiles away and one was 60. So maybe they're on opposite sides of the system. Jeez Louise! I also checked out these People's Collective Stations, or whatever they're called. They're kind of cool. And I think they fixed the star map. I think they mostly fixed the star map, which is kind of cool. No, they didn't fix the star map. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say that. No, they didn't fix the star map. It's still broken. Never mind. Never mind me, chat. And never mind. We are six gigamummies out. So we're going to switch over to the game screen. The game screen! As we fly in. I'm in the Zeus. I have melted my Shiv pledge. I've kept my Clipper pledge. Oh, actually, I didn't check to see if the Clipper crafting bench is working. I'm pretty sure it's not going to, but I have put components on it, so I could do that in theory. But I'm just doing like basic bounty missions, so like VLRT, I guess they're called, in Elzeus. I've got bearing laser cannons, because I did try out the NN neutron cannons. They've now got top size 3, and they were selling it at the location I was at. I was like, that's cool, Levski, I think. I was like, that's kind of cool. Was it Levski? Yeah, it would have been Levski. So I don't know if they're going to be everywhere. I'm also passing so many potential minables. Bexelite Raw. Okay. Okay. I wonder if you can dry jump into the Glacium Ring the same way you do with... Surely you can dry jump into the Glacium Ring the same way you do with Aaron Halo. I would assume so, right? I'd assume so. Ooh, that's the question. Because I did... Okay, it didn't. It did not keep playing. Good to know. There we go. Just trying to find some random music on Epidemic Sound. Hopefully that keeps playing. Hopefully that keeps playing. Oh, who's... Oh no, it's a cutter. What are we gonna do? Wait, why... Wait, did it forget? It did. It straight up forgot my power placement. I don't like that. It straight up forgot my power placement. Oh, cool. It's ready to ship, guys. It's ready to ship. Can I dry fire at him? Can I explode? Come on, man. Make it worth my while having laser cannons on this ship. Parts are coming off him. Is it a Rambler? Bro. The cannons are not doing it for me. These are the bearings too. Pretty sure the bearings are more damage, slower projectile speed. Or is he just cooked and waiting to explode? Maybe they've done something so that it's not like an instant kill. It feels like once upon a time. Oh, I received a blueprint for Mondi.
Great. Let me cross them off the list.
Mondi. What's a Mondi? Mondi? Weird. Okay. I have no idea what a Mondi is. Also, if I like randomly have to jump up and disappear, it's because I'm looking after Le Puppy, and sometimes he does the crying. So I'll let him cry it out if he's not really needing anything, just wants attention. But if he needs to go to the bathroom, I might jump up quickly to help him with that because, you know, he's in a little kind of crate pen at the moment because it's his bedtime. Mondi. What's Mondi short for? What armor set is Mond? Mond. I'm gonna have to Google that. Like Star Citizen Mond, because I'm like, sounds like I should know it, but I don't know off the top of my head. Star Citizen Mond. It'll be so obvious when I see it, and I'll be like, well, you're dumb, you should have known that. I write it, and there's a Reddit thing from 6 days ago. This Mond armor looks like AI generated slop. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Let's have a look. What's Mond armor look like? Oh! It's the new heavy armor. This is what I saw the dudes in the station wearing. This makes a lot of sense. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. That's what it looks like. Okay. I was like, why does it sound familiar? It's the heavy version, I think, of like the Geist armor, you know? So I think we saw that in a, is this what we saw in the CitizenCon thing where he's like, I'm a tank? Okay. Cool. Mystery solved. I wonder what part of the armor I unlocked, unless it was just all of it. Maybe they're just testing it. Like, maybe they're like, yeah, it's one of the first things you get. Everyone gets it. I don't know. But I guess we'll do this. We'll go to... Do I want to go back to Levski, or do I just want to go to... I think I might just go to one of the gates. The gate stations, right? Because I don't think I want to go back to Levski. I think it is still quite laggy there, and I'd rather not deal with that. So we'll go to one of the gates. Assuming I've got enough fuel. I got 40%. We should be okay. We'll go there. We'll buy a refiner. We'll see like what materials are required for this Mondi armor. I assume it's Mond. Not that I'm really going out of my way to craft a lot, because they keep having like these little wipes. I don't know if it's intentional or not, when they do a patch update for the PTU. So I'm kind of like, cool, I've done a little bit of it. I think I'm going to like it. I'm not going to put in effort for it right now. I'll wait till it's in live. But I'd rather spend a little bit of time kind of flying and shooting and figuring out what weapons I want on my ships. Laser cannons, I don't know if I'm going to stay with them. You know? At least not these ones. Because I think, as much as I'd like to be flying something else, I think I'm going to be flying the Zeus a lot. Clipper's a nice ship, but I just don't think it's going to be great for combat. Like, it's so cumbersome on the turns, you know? So, we'll see how we go. But I guess I could try, because it comes with the Aminskis normally, but I switched them out for the bearings. Maybe the bearings just aren't as good as I remember them being. So maybe I should switch them back to the Aminskis. Is that an 85? What are missiles looking like these days?
Target's been marked.
Sick. Get him, Dominator. Hurt him. Oh. It's definitely not having a good day on that one. Dropped his shield completely. Yeah. I've never been huge for the Aminskis of late. Like, I remember back in the day I enjoyed them. But I've been using bearings, like, the last few patches. But, I mean, I don't know. Because, I mean, I think every patch at the moment they're kind of tweaking things. Because it felt like it took way too long to kill the AI cutters with this. But maybe they're just trying to make things not explode straight away, which is fair, I guess. Like, this dude's hurt. Unless we're doing a thing where, like, they are disabled and now they've got the countdown time like they did the first time. Okay, that felt a lot faster. Maybe cutters are just thick. You know? Like, maybe cutters are just chunky thick. I don't know. I did not get a schematic for that one. So maybe this Mondarm is something they want to try out and they're just giving it to everyone the first mission they complete. Because it was the first thing I did after the new patch. So, even though the map is still cooked, let's see how far I am from the gates. Because I think I'm just going to go to the gate. Stanton Gate, Pirate, I'm just as far from each. And I can totally get to Stanton Gate, I guess. Oh, so you can see the planets. You just can't... Oh, okay. They've put markers in for Nix 1 and 2. You just can't jump to them. That's cool. I guess so we know... Damn, that's really close to the sun. Okay. So I guess that's where... Are there 3 planets? For some reason I thought there were 3 planets in the system. They haven't put down... Oh, there's Nix 3. And that's the gas giant, right? An ice giant that lacks a breathable atmosphere or any valuable minerals. So it's just useless, allegedly. Okay. All right, Stanton Gateway. Let's jump there. Let's jump to the Stanton Gateway. I'll buy a fabricator there. I couldn't be bothered jumping to Levski, to be completely honest. We'll go to there. We'll get a refiner. We'll see what kind of materials are required for this Mondi armor. But I don't think I'll be doing mining, to be honest. I think I will. But while we're jumping here, while we're jumping for 2.5 minutes, let's have a look at the missions. I don't think I've done enough to unlock anything else at the moment, but oi, maybe. Maybe I have. Oh. I have. Is this on the way? No, we're going further away from it. Okay. We'll leave it as is. We'll leave it as is. How you doing, Duramora?
Saw that you're picking up another valley. Good luck with this one.
Oh, had his eyes closed the whole time he's talking to me. Must have been prepared to sneeze. He was like, do we think we're going to get this by this week? I don't think so. I think early next week. What's early next? Yeah, because next week is the last week of the month, so that tracks, I guess. Okay. Damn, that went by quick, man. The month went by quick. I'm contemplating, because I saw that Burnt Peanut is playing the Isle. So any game that Burnt Peanut plays, usually you see an influx of people playing. So now I'm like, oh, maybe the Australian servers for the Isle will have more peoples. So I'm contemplating reinstalling and jumping on to play because I want to be a crocodile and eat dinosaurs that go in the water. Although it's probably one of those things where everybody will be a crocodile. And you'll be like, cool, man. Why is everyone a crocodile? Because crocodile's awesome. Or I've got one with a pterosaur, pteranodon, flying one. Ain't that the way, Duramore? Yeah, I agree. I'm always like, hey man, cook it for a little bit longer, but they got their calendar with a big red circle around it, and very rarely does it not go out by the red circle day. I mean, look at the moth. They're like, doesn't matter. Push it out. It's gotta go. So I guess all we can hope for is that whatever state it's pushed out in is at least playable, and whatever is broken, because there'll be something, so long as whatever is broken is something that's optional as opposed to critical to gameplay. Because, you know, it sucks when a ship doesn't work, but it sucks when the game doesn't work, right? So as long as it's something that is optional, we can all just kind of shake our fist at Chris Roberts, but still engage in whatever's going on. But I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. Time Squeezer 1 is also going here. It's a cool name. That's a cool name. Do you think we'll see the Hull B, Duramora? I'm contemplating whether or not to use a buyback token, because my theory is if they drop it, they'll increase the price. And I'm like, but I've got it. I got a pledge like 140 or whatever. So I've got a buyback token. I'm like, should I buy it back? But I don't want to buy it back, not have it drop, have them drop something else that I want to spend my credits on and be like, damn, that was dumb. Ooh, actually, thank you for reminding me. I also need to call in. Why do I feel like my power's done the donkey thing again and it's taken my radar off? No, it hasn't. But it has done the donkey thing. Why does it keep... Cool. No, it's just ignoring my calls. All right, we'll have to F11 it. Hello, Stanton Gateway. May I please come inside? The sure hitting it's coming this patch. Yeah. I'm thinking that might be the case, Dura. Yeah, which kind of sucks because I've got the Ironclad pledged, like actively, and I won't use both. So if they bring out the Hull B and the Ironclad, I'm like, well, I'll never really fly the Hull B, because I know that I won't have the Hull B forever. I love the Hull A, but my love for cargo has been utterly destroyed by just the state of cargo, how uninteresting it is. I don't think even with this new kind of crafting thing, we don't need such sheer amounts of materials. Now, if they change refining a bit, maybe. I was actually listening to Salty and Croncy on Answer the Call, and they were talking to someone about refining and stuff, and I was like, yo, because they were all kind of like, what's the point of like the 100, 200, 300 quality materials? And like, they should just make it so that, like in other games, right, where you have like, okay, anything like 200, you can refine 100 of that into 10 of the next tier, so on and so forth, so that if you're finding a lot of 300, you're like, sick, I'll just mine a lot of 300 because I can get that down through refining, repeatedly refining. I can get that down to, or get that to like 900, but I'll obviously like lose a lot in the process. I hope they do that, because I didn't think I'd be interested in it in like the, what's it called? The Expanse and other refining ships. But now the more I think about it, I'm like, if they did that, where your whole thing was you start off with this and you just keep refining it, I think I could live on a refining ship. Like, I'd just do that. I'd just sit out in the middle of nowhere. I'd have people to bring me mining stuff, and I'd just refine it down and down and down. So because I've been talking to Ethereal and everything about, I'm like, they will definitely bring out another variant of the Ironclad, because why wouldn't they, right? They've spent all this time and money on building the Ironclad, but there's only 2 versions. They're so going to do another one. I'm like, I hope they do a refinery one. I hope they do a refinery Ironclad, so that you just have enough space. And it, in the same way as like the Expanse uses those stupid mining pods that they have on the Prospector, I would love to use like the 16 SCU Golem style ones. I'm like, just do that and just have an Ironclad that is essentially a refinery that you refine it down and down and down. I'm like, I could do that. I could sit out in the middle of the space near an asteroid belt or something and just refine stuff down to 900s, just spending hours doing that. I'd be all about it. Wiggle my mouse, watch TV shows, have my guy run over and check the progress. Cool. If it requires a little bit of input, whatever, don't care. But if I can sit out in the black and not have to do much else, all for it. All for it. But again, hopium, wouldn't that be cool kind of stuff? Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. There's a long talk from talking about the whole B. Sorry. Because I like the ironclad, but I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the ironclad. Because I don't... It's weird. Don't think I'm interested in pure cargo hauling, you know? It doesn't appeal to me as much as it once did. And it might actually be because I can't just magically have it appear in my cargo hold anymore. That might be a factor. I didn't want to believe it, but I'm starting to go, maybe that is why. Like, maybe you just really liked not having to move stuff. I like pulling a few cargo containers from ships that are derelict or destroyed. I enjoy that, but I don't need a big ship for that, honestly. Like, even the Hermes, it gets to the point where I was like, I think the Hermes might be too much ship for me. I don't think I need 200 SCU. So the ironclad, I'm like, damn.
Welcome.
Unless I can set stuff up inside of it. So depending on the differences between the assault and the standard, I might upgrade, because I've got the standard pledged, I might upgrade it to... What was I going to do here? I was going to call... That's right. I don't think it is, but I'm going to call the clipper here. Just so I can test... I like to test every patch to make sure that the crafting machine still doesn't work. Just so I go, okay, cool, they still haven't done it. Nice. Thanks, guys. What a waste. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be there by 4.7, but I like to check for myself, because the more I fly that ship, the more I'm like, I like it because it's so Gumby. It's not great at anything, but I don't know. It's got a whole lot of character for a Gumby ship. And the other ship that I really liked for character, the Shiv, I just can't love it anymore because I can't access the components. And the back door is the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's wildly loud. Ooh. Am I the first person here? No, these guys are chilling here. Because that lagged in real hard. Wait, no. This isn't like one of those random ones. This is... Oh, okay. Maybe they just all stop if there's no one here. There's no players watching. They all just kind of pause.
Hey.
They're all just robots. I set this as my spawn point, just in case a ship explodes me. Because I don't want to wake up in Levski. Sounds like the worst. That's cool though. Thank you. So many things that I want to do in Nyx, but I don't want to go through the PTU grind of leveling up certain things. Also, I don't want to do it with people. I don't want to play with people. It looked like there was a grenade in my hand for a second there. What's that about? Grenade in my hand. Oh, why am I running that way? No. I want to go to the refinery deck. I want to buy a fabricator. And I want to see what this Mondi armor is made from. I want to know what it's made from. What's in it? What's it made out of? If I had to guess, iron. No, wait, iron seems more guns. It's always like weird stuff like Boratite and Azlerite or whatever. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Oh, a big yellow already. Sorry, guys. Oh, I had candy today. It's messing me up. I'm gonna stop eating candy. It's bad for me. Fabricator. Where you at? Is it just not under its own? Do I just have to go all categories and write FAB? No? Not here? Brother, don't tell me there's no fabricator here. I think there's no fabricator here. I flew here for no reason at all. I might have to go to Levski. Come on, man. I don't want to go to Levski. Levski's lame. I think I might have to. Unless they've moved it to cargo. It doesn't make... maybe.
Everything good?
No, everything's not good. I'm looking for a fabricator. Why is it not here, miss? No. Ponos boots. Oh, the tractor beams don't have paint in the images? Oh no, these are for the ships. Never mind. Huh. Okay. I get... Wait. No, it wouldn't be there. I guess... Cargo I check, but otherwise I might have stooged myself, chat. I might have stooged myself. Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. Very displeased with this. Very displeased. Let's try Galleria. No, Cargo Center. I don't think there's anywhere... No. Let's... You know what? I don't think it will be, but let's check anyway. I don't think it'll be at Platinum Bay, but I'm already here. Do they still sell RMC? Is RMC used in anything? Still no real reason to have that there. That's bizarre, man. I don't understand that. Nope. Wait, do you have... systems... Can you... I don't think you can get grade A. No, you should be able to. Light Blossom, Competition, Lotus. I don't even know the name of 2A competition. Okay, well... Erroneous. Doesn't matter. I think this is just... Oh, okay, yep. Guns. Armor. Oh! Oh, goodness. Goodness, sorry. Sorry, yawning. Sorry. Woo. So yeah, no. Not that we really expected it to be there. But let's go to the cargo center. Which means no fabricator at the jump point stations, which is weird. I guess it really does have to be home locations. I guess I have to go to Levski. Do I care though? I don't think I care enough, dude. To go to Levski? Come on, man. Oh, brother.
I've been better. Had a terrible dream last
No.
night. Something woke me up in the middle of it too. And
Alright.
I can't
What was
shake
that?
this weird
It's green.
feeling. Like,
Oh,
I
just a
know
box.
the dream was just my mind.
Got excited. Oh, Seven, misbehave. How you doing, man? How you been, boss? How's, you been playing Div 2 realism mode? I've seen a few clips. It looks kind of cool that you can just headshot people directly. Seems like your jam. I know you don't like the bullet sponginess. Oh. Target's last known location. Oh. Do I still have a hangar? Yes. Alright, let's grab the clipper. I want to check the crafting table. Heck yeah. Did you see the Isle is now in the zeitgeist because the Peanut was playing it? I was like, oh, cool. Maybe so there'll be some more people on the Oceanic servers now. Where is my... Okay. Alright, show me the clipper. I want to see if it's got my crafting bench. Zero Dawn Remastered. Oh. You do like that game. That's for sure. Games being carried by streamers is always hilarious too. Yeah, dude. I imagine people that like main those games that have that injection though, right? Especially anything that's like combat PvP based, probably love it because they probably get in a lot of people who just like aren't very good at that style of games. They're just like, oh, nice, sweet, easy me. Hello, villager. Woo, no audio. 7. But yeah, because I've still got, well, actually, maybe the servers got wiped. Because I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, I really enjoyed. I liked the crocodile, but the crocodile was like real tedious. I actually enjoyed playing the flying one, the pteranodon. They've updated the art on the NNs. Oh, maybe I will just try this one actually. You know what? Yeah, let's take the clipper out. I'll probably get stomped. Although, maybe I won't have enough fuel. We'll see. We'll take the NN out. The NN. It's the clipper. The gun's the NNs. My brain today, guys. Sorry. It's slow. Slow brain. The slowest brain. Yep. Confirmed my suspicions. That no power, no crafting. That's a shame. Oh well. Anyway. Let's see how these NN cannons go. Let's see how they fare. And I guess maybe we will fly back to Levski. Maybe. Just turn my earphone off to see if that's the puppy crying. Because he's a little baby. This one. This one. That's all good. Okay. 25 also for the neutron cannons. That tracks. Oh, okay. Just straight up ignoring my call on the sticks. So I guess I'll just do it through the comms channel. Game's definitely ready to be shipped. It's totally ready, guys. No problems at all. Oh, actually, I was wondering about this because I know that you're a fan, Misbehave. Did you see how they were like trying to revive Firefly and do like an animated series? How do you feel about that? Where do you sit? Where do you sit in the whole, your thoughts on reviving a series some 25 years later? Such an unco-looking ship, dude. I love it though. Like, everything about it I should hate. It's like a big sunfish. But I don't know why, man. Maybe it's the audio. Maybe it's just because it's so clanky on the inside that I'm like, it feels like it has personality where so many other ships don't. I don't know. Just me, perhaps. I'm contemplating switching out a lot of these missile racks for smaller missile racks just to have a lot of missiles. Small missiles that don't do as much, but just, you know, swarm the enemy kind of thing. Will I have enough fuel to get there? I might. It is Vilja. It is. It is. I don't. Yeah. The inside of it too. Like, Ethereally hates it, but loves it. But hates it because of the multi-floors and the ladder. And I'm the same. It does. Oh yeah, it does. You know what, dude? It does look like they're. No, it is. It is. Nice. The thrusters are, yep. Nice. Classic CIG. Classic. Yeah, it's not normally like that. It's not normally like that. I think they messed something up. I didn't realize till you pointed it out. That's funny. That's funny. Classic. Yep. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Because the wings? Yeah. It does look like it should be going that way, right? But nope. The thrusters. But it's, yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean, though. It does kind of look like it should be that way. Yeah, dude, it's like Villager says. It's so ugly that it's... Dude, even the front ones are thrusting that way. Is it permanently trapped in a... I don't know, man. That's funny. Yeah, dude, even those tiny little thrusters, which are the intakes. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, dude. Classic. CIG, bro. Bro. It's the best worst thing. It is, yeah. It's cursed. It's cursed in the best and worst way. I wonder what... I have thought 2 mags on the SR1 Marksman's rifle in Division 2 was, but yeah. Yeah, dude. This is like Fallout guns level of what the hell. Like an internal 13 round revolver with no mag ejection. You're like, what the hell? It's very much, it's cooked. That's funny. Dude, I'm gonna use half my fuel just getting here. Ex Ubisoft going to CIG confirmed. You might not be wrong. You might not be wrong. I don't think I'm gonna have enough fuel. Where am I going? Where am I going? Is there something nearby that I can go get fuel from afterwards? This ship is clearly not gonna do well in this system, bro. Unless I get like a really... Oh no, it's okay. The mission is right next to People's Service Station Lambda. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. You'll never have enough fuel directing bro, that's why I'm ripping through all my fuel. Trying to slow... You know what the funny thing is? Misbehave? Ironically, this might be the most realistic thing that CIG has not intended to do. Because when you're on approach to the location, you would retro thrust to slow down. So unintentionally, ironically, this might be the most physics accurate depiction of fast travel that CIG has ever done, where it is thrusting to decelerate. Definitely not their intention, but funny as hell. Funny as hell. God damn, dude. That's giga-worthy. Yep. Yeah, dude. 50%. Okay, but I'll be able to go to Lambda to get fuel. Okay. Let's see how badly this ship does in combat against the LRTs. Oh, is it? No, it's... it's both sides, bro. Wait. I'm accelerating to slow down. I'm now still going backwards. Okay. Makes sense. When I'm not in quantum, it's realistic. You know, a big caveat on realistic there, right? Going forward. Cool. And then, because I don't have decoupled on, right? And then backing up. That's kind of cool. Wild. Anyway, kind of cool. All right. Let's see how. Yeah. Oh, well, not when you're in actually, you make a very good point. In quantum, I just don't know, because it says it reaches like a peak speed and it gives the impression that it slows down, but I don't believe it actually slows down. Oh no, just now. Oh, in my HUD. Yeah. Because I've got coupled on, right? So at the moment I've got coupled, you can see it on the right hand side of the little cross there. If I press C and turn that off and I thrust a little bit, I'll drift at like the 11 meters a second, right? Because I'm a noob pilot. I don't run decoupled. I should, but I don't, right? So because I'm in decoupled, I'm now moving at 11 meters a second. But if I couple it, coupled will always default to slow you down. So now I got coupled, it's going to slow down to 0. So it's... No, when I'm drifting, it doesn't. So when I turn off decoupled, it's working how... Yeah. Like the thrusters run a little bit, and I don't know if that's in the code of like decoupled. But when I turn on coupled, then it goes, okay, we need to slow down. So yeah, maybe there's something... Maybe when it was in quantum, it was in that slow process, and there was something about the code with like, hey, when you slow down, run thrusters. Maybe, yeah. Unless it's like an intentional thing that I've just never like looked at, or they've never like said. I'm not too sure. But I'm now wondering, has it always been like that, or is it just recently added? Like, because maybe I just never noticed it, right? Because I only noticed it because you guys pointed it out, and I was like, that's funny. I'm now wondering, but I like it, regardless of whether it's new or old. You can't laugh at it more? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad. But it just... I'm wondering if a lot of other ships are like that, or if it's just because this is a slightly newer one. But I love it. It just makes me like the ship a little bit more, you know? I really should learn how to fly decoupled, especially in 0G. You know? Like maybe in planets I'm like, I'll just let the coupling take over. But in 0G I really should. Although it doesn't matter as much because fuel isn't hard to come by. Fuel's cheap, you don't use a lot of it. If they scaled things in and you were like, yo, you know, be very scarce on your fuel, like in the real world, then I probably would fly decoupled, right? But like I think it's like 16 million debris. Oh. For salvages, okay. Cool. Let's go find this dude in the asteroid belt. Let's get him. Let's beat him up. They sound cool as, dude. Oh. You know what? If these are really good and they don't nerf them, I might fly this thing more than I fly the Zeus. Don't talk about fuel right now. I got a place to go tomorrow. Bro, I need to refuel tomorrow. I'm down to like quarter of a tank, and my job is driving, brother. And like my coworkers are like, hey, they're gonna give us fuel relief, and they're like, no. And it's like, jeez, dude. So today it was at 240 for unleaded. And I'm like, what's it going to be tomorrow? Because, yeah, we've got, like, laws in place where they can't gouge straight away. They have to, like, change it at a certain time, and they can't change it within 24 hours. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we probably would be at that. But, yeah, like, our state government put in restrictions going, no, you can't change it so many times within a 24-hour period. I think they have to get, like, the change in by 2 o'clock. It takes effect at midnight, and they can't change it for another 24 hours, something weird like that. But it has been every chance they get, they're like, oh, we'll bump it. So today I was driving plus places, it was 2.4. So I imagine tomorrow might be more. Because before that was 2.1. And I was like, well, it's held at 220 for a chunk. And then 229, then 239. So it's like, yeah, it's not holding anymore. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Wait, did I see 2 ships or it was just the 1 ship? Oh. Yo, my radar is that bad? I only got 700 meter range? That's crazy, dude. What? And the turning circle on this thing is so bad against a fighter like that. Not great. I mean, not that I ever expected it to be great in this ship, but damn, brother. Hey, sir. They're actively going through a lot of changes in the combat at the moment, Misbehave, to try to, like, force this cinematic knife fighting, right? So they're changing, like, now your radar and computer, like, targeting system are one thing, and depending on how many pips of power you put into that depends on your range, and, like, certain weapons have a certain range. So they're really trying to force these light fighters to not be able to just essentially kite big ships from, like, 4 kilometers away. Oh, I did not expect that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's next level cooked, dude. But also, like, the worst part is we're all like, no surprise. No surprise at all. Scrolling out. I just want to see a stay. There we go. People Service Station Lambda. Let's go. Lambda. Because it's illegal for us to do anything, Misbehave. It's illegal for us to voice any opinions. It's illegal for us to protest. Your Orwellian nightmare is well and truly here. Well and truly here. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah? This seems like a safe place to put a base in the middle of an asteroid cluster. Yeah, man. I mean, I think everyone kind of knew as well. It's just kind of like, what do you do? Like, it's hard to kind of fight these things and, you know, operate in the world and try to survive at the same time. And they very much know that. They gut us by the short and curlies, my dude. They make it necessary for us to need the things that they supply. And we get the things they supply, which they then use to continually lock us in further to the things that they supply. And we're like, I know about it, but I can't change it. Calling for a hangar. Oh wait, I've just seen the landing pads there. I didn't need to call for that. I changed my mind. I do like these stations though, they look pretty cool. I like the external pads. Oh yeah, I like this ship. Yeah, dude. They they have done their utmost to try to make it seem different. Like, bro, everything in Elite Dangerous that is like, hey, this is awesome, do that. They go out of their way. They're like, no, we're making our own thing. And you're like, just do the thing from Elite Dangerous. They're like, no. And they spend 4 years doing this big wide arc, and they try to drop something in our laps and go, see, we made it ourselves. And you're like, this is like a crappier version of what Elite Dangerous has. Why didn't you just do this when we said it? They're like, no. And you're like, okay, bro. Okay. At the beginning of this patch cycle in testing, when it was Eva Caddy, they had this thing where ship weapons had like an alpha damage. I don't know about it purely. I'm not like a PvP head. But let's just say like a weapon's alpha damage was like, let's say it's 900, right? And then like its DPS over time is like 1600 or some bullshit. Whatever. But the alpha damage, they would go, okay, so this alpha damage has a number, and then certain ship armors, because they've got this weird system where they've got ship hull, ship armor, ship shields. They've made it far too complex, dude. It's, again, just do what CIG did. Do it Frontier? Do what Frontier did, but they won't. Anyway, so the armor, which is like another health bar, but you can't see the health bar, that had a threshold. So let's just say that one's like, oh, this is for like this size ship, its armor threshold is 800. So you got a weapon whose alpha damage is 900. You're like, oh, sweet. That will damage the armor. So it'll punch, it'll, get bladed through the shield, hit the armor. It can do damage to the armor, which then drops its percentage. And then once that armor's gone, it does damage to the hull, so on and so forth, right? Or like it bleeds through the armor. But if a weapon had an alpha damage of 600, it would just bounce off the armor and wouldn't even touch it at all. And it was like the first iteration, right? And it was in like a testing thing where you couldn't show the footage, but you could talk about it. And a lot of people were losing their minds. Well, they've ruined everything. I can't use my light fighter now. I have to buy the expensive thing, etc., etc., etc. Everyone's like, oh, I mean, calm down. It's not really against light fighters. It's against particular types of weapons. So you'll be okay. And they've tweaked it. They've kind of scaled it back. So I don't think it's quite so drastic now. I haven't played around with it as much because I don't have like high level missions. But there was a brief moment where I was like, I don't hate that. But obviously there were people arguing like, hey, you don't want people to be completely excluded from gameplay. Maybe just have it so they do like 1 point of damage or whatever. And I was like, yeah, fair. But there was that brief moment where I was like trying some guns and they just like weren't touching the armor. And I was like, I like this for certain things because there are like some behemoth mining ships that would just have the thick hull because they're like cracking rocks and stuff. And you're like, why? Yeah, why would a size 1 laser gun damage that? This thing literally explodes rocks in front of it and doesn't take damage. Why would a little tiny laser? And there are obviously other problems that kind of scaled off of that because they would have intro bounty hunter missions where that ship was in it. And you're like, cool, the starter ship you gave me, I can't damage that ship with it. So, there are other things there, but the general idea, I'm like, I like that. I like the general idea of like, yeah, man, like some small ships should not be able to hurt. Wait, did I didn't even refuel. I landed here and I talked about it. I didn't even refuel. I'm a spoon. I was not paying attention, sorry. But yeah, so they're doing things, right? They're doing things. They're trying to make it interesting. Where it'll land, I don't know. If people will like it or not, I don't know. But I'm of a mindset, I'm like, well, at least they're trying stuff. Yeah, you space headless. Yeah, more fuel. True. They had this whole thing where they were like, oh, we want to make fuel be important and we want these distances of the systems to be important. And then they do that and people are like, I can't fly my fighter across the system. And they go, oh, well, we'll put some refueling things in the middle. And you're like, is the game big? Is the system supposed to be big? Or you just keep changing stuff? Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it big or is it small? Because it seems like you want it to feel small. So yeah, that's my rant. That's my rant about that. Did I already get a contract? No, I didn't. Let's get another contract. Now I've got the next level up bounties, which are the 19k ones. Low risk target. Yes. 2 in fact. Let's get them both. Let's get them both and see if my ship can make it. Maybe. What is my rep for this, actually? Agreed. Agreed. But, you know, CIG's like, oh, okay. We want you to feel like the hero in your little fighter. Okay. Okay, man. I don't know, dude. They said a lot of things and they're moving away from it in such a weird way where you're like, okay, some things I can understand because you want to open the game up to a wider audience. Okay. But other things you're like, wait. You contradicted the thing you said. Damn, the system's too big, bro. Flying the wrong ship for this. I'm gonna end up anyway, the point I was saying that is I'm gonna end up trapped in space. And I'll if we were ever in a game where I couldn't just backspace, I'd be like, man, I need someone to give me fuel. But the refueling doesn't work, it's broken. And they're also like, oh, we're making another refueling ship. So they're gonna make refueling missions. You're like, wait, you're gonna make NPC refueling missions, even though the whole point was to refuel people. But you're like, no, we want to make all these game mechanics that bring people together, but also people don't like to be around people, so let's just make NPCs do stuff. And you're like, yep. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know how this game's gonna do super long term. You know? But on a side note, I'm wondering if I'm going to impulse buy Crimson Desert or if I'm going to wait a bit. I know I want to play it. I just don't know if I'm going to grab it on day one. I'm unsure. I have not yet decided. Because this is obviously getting its update probably next week. And also, Grey Zone Warfare is dropping a new patch, which is kind of changing a bunch of stuff, so that's looking good. So I'm like, do I want to spend $110 on this single player game when I've got other stuff that I might be playing a lot of? So, and it's a single player game, right? So I don't need to play it straight away, so maybe I'll just wait until it's on sale. Save some cash. Save some casholas, you know? It's a long flight. Oh wait, are we... Okay, maybe the theory is right, dude. Maybe it is decelerating. Because that's kind of like, whatever, right? But maybe it's to a point, because I swear when we were looking at it before, that flame was bigger, right? True. Maybe it does. Like, maybe that increases once it gets to a certain, like, halfway point, right? I'm not yet at the halfway point. The halfway point, in theory, would be 35 giga miles. So let's see at what point this looks like it ramps up. If at all. Because I think in the documentation, it talks about like a peak speed. And then someone did a whole bunch of like calculations like, oh, this is a while ago before they changed stuff with quantum drives and fuel usage. Like this one, and I'm like, maybe there is an arc side of it. I just couldn't remember. But I don't know if it actually decelerates because I think it just says the same speed the whole flight. In theory, it'll get bigger, right? But maybe it was just like the location was allowing more light to make it look like that way. I don't know. I'm watching it. I'm watching it like a hawk. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense, right? I guess it makes sense. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem to be huge. We're 27, so maybe it hasn't started its descent yet. Hey, Villager. I don't know if you heard before when we were talking about it, but yeah, at least when you're in SCM, you have a love-hate relationship with Clipper. Bro, we were watching like when I was doing when I was in SCM mode, not in nav mode, where the thrusters were actually like the slowdown side of it when I had coupled. And so now we're theorizing that when you get to a certain point in your quantum trip, maybe it is basically showing the artwork for deceleration like you would in space, right? So now I'm like, I don't know. So we're watching to see if the thrusters on the right-hand side increase drastically. It's hard to see. At the moment, it doesn't look like it's not. So maybe it was just our imagination last time. I don't know. Yeah. I agree, Misbehave. But we're in a universe where they have access to alien technology and they've figured out nonsense about warping space around you and blah blah blah, etc, etc, etc. You know, we also have fake gravity, a fake gravity ball that spins in the ship and then makes our floors got gravity. So, oh, you think so? I mean, maybe. You could be right. You could be right, Villager. That actually makes sense. No, I'm saying in Star Citizen, in their lore. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying in Star Citizen, they've had encounters with like multiple alien races. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, who knows like what they say to explain it, because they're like, oh, you know, and they've made up their own lore about technology and blah blah blah. Because yeah, in the lore of this game, we didn't have shield technology until we went to war with a race called the Tavaran, who we still stomped the shit out of, and then we took their shield technology, and that's how humans have shield tech now. But we were fighting them with just like metal, and they were using shields, and we still stomped them. Okay, so I think, Vilja, I think you're right, because I didn't have that this time. So maybe it had been slowing down before I did that. Okay. Even ED has Super Cruise. Bro, I miss Friendship Drive. It's... These guys, these sons of bitches, keep saying they're going to give us that. And they're going to call it Super Boost. And then we're going to manually control it and nonsense. Who knows? Yeah, dude. 100%. Friendship Drive charging for the win. Oh, no. Yeah. I know, Villager. It looked awesome. It's such a Drake thing to do. They're like, no. So, like, the thrusters are fighting, and the QT drive is just, like, ripping it through space. And it's like, no, we're going. It's like, I don't wanna. Ugh, fuck you. Installing. Oh, I hope it's good, man. I hope you enjoy it. I can't play it again, sadly. That game is in my past. Oh, I got 21 hydration. After I kill this dude, I need to lay down on my med bed to get some hydration. Also, I can do that, Misbehave. I can lay down on a medical bed designed to heal, and it fixes my hydration and nourishment. Would be the same with the wound, but you know? Yeah, sorry, bro. Did you see Nvidia's DLSS 5 video? Bro. Where's the ship? Here he is. He's over here somewhere. Let's get him. Must be in a small stealthy ship. Disgusting? Bro. Disgusting and embarrassing. Like, who let that through? Who watched that and went, yeah, that looks awesome, and didn't check the stuff in the background? Like, the weird kind of, like, creases in the face aside, the donkey stuff in the background, like, no one looked at that? Dude, it is slop tracing, 100%. Like, who? Where's your quality assurance? Nah. Dude, this is a little stealth fighter too. That's the worst part. Oh, you're gonna try to crash into me, little Talon. Little Talon. I keep tilting my head like I've got Toby turned on, but I don't have it turned on in the PTU. Hey, come back. This is gonna go badly, especially with this little dude. Hey, sir. one's got a little bit of thickness to it, eh? Oh, I take it back. He's dead. He's dead. Not a problem, Miss Babe. Appreciate it, dude.
Send in your pay.
I hope you enjoy the games. Second level for medbed, right? Yeah. Oh, get up. Get off the ladder, you butthead. Let's go through the completely pointless crafting room. Completely pointless crafting room. That's upsetting, dude. Oh, I never noticed there was like all the cool cables in the ceiling before this thing pops down over your head. That's cool. Oh, why is my gun damaged, bro? Who shot my gun? Now I gotta go out and repair that. That's cool, I guess. Will there be one up here? Heck yeah, brother. Nice. So my ship's actually drifting and it flies off without me. I'm like, no. So it's... Oh, can I repair from here, dude? Bro. That's even better. But I can repair it without getting off the elevator. That's actually sick. Beautiful. BEA. Beautiful. Love to see it. Oh, is that floating around now because I had that out? Okay. It's kind of funny. Oh, I wish I could refuel my ship. I wish I could refuel my ship through like a 1 SCU container of fuel, right? So I can keep it in the hold. Then I could bring... Dude, I would. If I could put... I got 12 SCU in this ship. Yeah, 12 SCU. If I could have fuel and ammunition in there, I would. When was this guy here? Was that dude just sitting there watching me the whole time that I was repairing? That's super cringe. Bro. 100%. The sloppiest. Do you have cargo? Do you have cargo, Mr. Nomad? Tell me you have cargo, Mr. Nomad. I don't think you have cargo. Oh.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Sick. What guns did you have on you? Can I even see? Probably just like laser repeaters, right? Oh, there's the body. The meat man might be in business, Villager. You want slop? You need a graphics card that you can't buy anymore to play it. Dude, they need to start changing the pilots' outfits. Yeah, dude. We're back to them popping straight away, dude. Yep. So now you gotta like distort them. Yeah, what there was a brief patch where they're like, we're gonna stop the full explosions of ships, and you're like, are you though? I genuinely prefer soft death, dude. I genuinely prefer soft death. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, look. I don't know. It's getting to a point where you're like, how far from a station is this one? Okay, I can make it to Delta after that. All right, cool. Okay. Okay. Actually, where's Levski? Actually, yeah, I want to go look at this fabric. I want to see what this Mondi requires. Let's go to Levski. It's Lagville, but I do want to suss this out. No, it's still in PTU. I don't think they've even released a release candidate yet, Lone. So it's still in PTU. It is open waves though. So anyone with an account and paid, I think you have to like spend money, can access it, like we get with a game package kind of thing. The theory from a lot of people is that it's going to be maybe a release candidate this weekend, and they think it's going to be dropped next week, but I don't know 100%. No, you're all good. It looks like it's going to be next week sometime, because that also kind of lines up to them saying end of this month, right? And I mean, honestly, there's still some things with it that aren't great, so the longer they spend fixing those things, I guess that's a good thing, you know? But yeah, so much stuff coming out the end of this month, because we've also got Grey Zone Warfare's dropping their patch end of this month. Crimson Desert's coming out in what, 3 days? So a lot of gaming. I didn't want to come to Levski, but I do want to see, because I did a mission and got a Mondi schematic, so I want to see what materials that takes, but I'm not going to craft it though. Dude, Villager, yes. I played a little bit of my current, which was like a level 12 character, my current character, and I was running around using like some AK stuff with Ethereal, and Ethereal did what Ethereal does, just gets right into it, even though they're going to update it and wipe everything anyway. I'm like, yeah, I'm keen for this. So the current state is, if Star Citizen trips over on their face, we'll have that to go to, right? Assuming they don't trip and fall on their face. Because I don't know how long regular small group or solo players are going to find crafting interesting, especially with not losing items, right? Yeah, apparently it's a big change according to the dev logs, and I think because I think Ethereal has like the highest level supporter pack, so I think he gets access to it before I will. So he hasn't mentioned anything, but I haven't spoken to him in a couple of days, so I'm not too sure if he's got access to it yet or not. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see if that's going to be an issue for live, right? Like, are we going to lose our blueprints when there's a patch? Are we going to lose the quality of crafted items when there's a patch? Are we going to lose the quality of materials that are in our inventory when there's a patch for live? Is this something where people are going to have, because there'll be a patch 2 weeks after this one drops, right? Is everyone going to grind for 2 weeks and then have that mid-time patch wipe all their shit? It's not a bug but a feature? Okay. In terms of the PTU, I guess because they keep tweaking stuff, maybe. I hope so. I hope it is intentional and not like we can't fix it kind of thing. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Where's my hanger? So dangerous flying around in this lag, dude. I hope whatever the generalist ship is not Gumby. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look. And also, like, they are intending to do a wipe at some point, right? So maybe it's just a matter of, like, once they get certain things down and they get rid of, you know, whatever bugs and duplication exploits and stuff they've figured out, maybe they'll go, okay, now's the time for a wipe, so I guess we'll see. Maybe, hopefully, one day. let's bring up the fabricator and have a look at some recipes, shall we?
Engines offline.
Let's have a look at some recipes. Yeah, dude. Yeah. We've been meaning to do this too, Villager. Like you, Mia, Theory, Devasaur. We've been meaning to like go do some of these worm things and all that. It's just the patch gets broken and we're like, yeah, what's the point? Especially like the locations that have elevators. I hope that gets fixed, dude. I hope that gets fixed. So I would like to go do some of these group activities. But when he's like, oh, what's the point of the rewards? That kind of kills it for me, dude. I'm like, ah. But I would like to get like a little 4-man or something together to go look at these things. Because I haven't properly done them. Like, I haven't done Hyperion. Yeah, right? Like, I haven't done the Lazarus. Yeah. Like, I think Devasaur and I went and got some keys to go to the Lazarus. Because I think we went to the Lazarus location, didn't have keys, came back, tried to do some locations to get some keys, but they never went. So, yeah, I haven't experienced all of that, to be honest. But maybe now with being able to craft your own gear, if we can make some cooler gear and go to those things, you know, I'd have a reason. But oh no, I've got like some armor and weapons that do a little bit more damage. I like that now. Let's go check these things out. Again, you know, if things are working, you know. But it's hard to. I also like. What do we have they mentioned anything about like the subscriber flare you've got? Do we have blueprints for that at some point in the future? Because as far as I can tell, we don't at the moment. Okay, what blueprints have I got? So there's Mondi Torso. Okay, Cevrilium, which we've got to go to that place. So what is this? This is a heavy armor. Temperature, negative 70, 100. Okay. Radiation. Okay. Cool, I guess. Still got those. Okay, so I don't have much in the way of that. But if we turn off owned and then have a look at what do I want to. I wanted to check weapons. I want to check special. There's no. Okay, so there's no recipes for boom tube, which is sad. That's what I wanted. Ammo. We can make we can make pulverizer ammo. Okay. But I can't see what it's made out of. That sucks. Pulse laser bat. Pulse laser. Like pulse laser pistol. Oh, that's the name of the vault weapon. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, okay. Wait, so does that mean can I make a pulverizer? Probably gotta go a few pages if it's alphabetical, right? Because if I can make a pulverizer, I might. Yo! We can craft pulverizers. Okay. Okay. I don't know why that's important to me, but that is. What's the name of the little SMG? Ripper. PQR, okay. Ripper. Ripper. Yo! We can craft rippers and pulverizers. I don't know why that is more important to me than like P4. You're like, oh yeah, cool, I guess. That's cool. I'm sure there's like a meta gun. But if I can make those scrappy little guns, that's what I want. That's the recipe I want. I want to make those guns. Don't know why, but I want it. That's gonna be my push. That and the F55, to be honest. I want to see if I can make an F55 that doesn't have as much like bullet bloom. That'd be cool. Okay. Okay. That gives me a little bit of hope. No clothes recipes. No clothes recipes. Shame. What about nothing for vehicles? Nope. What about utility? Nothing for utility. That's a shame. Commodity? Nothing for commodity. Okay. So we're still just looking at guns and armor. All right. Okay. That's cool, I suppose. Wait. Why'd they take my ship, bro? This is my hangar. This is my home hangar. This is my persistent hangar. Doesn't seem very persistent to me. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyway. It's just a short one tonight, guys. I got work tomorrow. Going to the city. Good times. The weather's going to be nicer. So that's cool. But I will catch you guys on the flip. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. You guys in YouTube, appreciate you hanging out. If you are watching the channel for the first time, you haven't seen me before, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. I'd appreciate the heck out of you. Hope you guys have an awesome week if I don't talk to you before next week. So as always, be good to each other, stay beardy, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye. Oh, bye.